All right.
Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Debbie with Deb's Crochet Cafe dash Debbie Reynolds. And let's see, we have Samantha here and Angela. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all working on? Angela says she's drinking water and working on knitting socks. Awesome. Yes, and I also want to welcome those that will be watching on replay. And if you are watching on replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And feel free to answer the questions that we ask in today's live in the comments. So, what are your plans for the weekend, Debbie?
Working on my new hat that well, I actually know. I'm writing a tutorial or writing the pattern for my hat that I did for my daughter, this frosted slushy hat,
Ooh, that's
or
pretty.
slouchy hat. And I've got, I'm on like the 11th row. So I'm going to finish that and I'm going to put it on Ravelry. So hopefully that goes good. Hi, Carrie. Oh, Carrie's here.
Yeah. Hi, Carrie. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Yeah, I need to work on doing another video. I'll probably film it tomorrow. Um, my last tester finished testing the candy corn plaid beanie.
Okay.
And the pattern is actually on Ravelry. I did it. I uploaded it a little before going live, so
Right.
it is on sale for $2.50. And I figure by Monday I should have the thank you video for my testers and the giveaway video up. So
Right.
be on the lookout for that. And
Right.
let's see, Nana Michelle and Ivy's here.
All
How are y'all
right.
doing? And what are y'all working
Hello.
on? Yeah, we'll give it a little more time and then I'll let Debbie tell y'all more about herself and her channel and all. And I'm going to be doing things a little different today. I have some questions that I will be asking her, Yorny questions, so that y'all can get to know her
Uh-uh.
her style with when it comes to yarn and everything better. And let's see. Nana Michelle says she put us on the big screen.
Oh, awesome. I hope Granny D gets in here because I got Betty Boop on.
Granny D, come out, wherever you
Right,
are.
right. I hope she's not sleeping though.
And Nana Michelle says she's working on the Flower Valley shawls this weekend. Ooh, that sounds pretty. I had to frog this week due to wrong stitch count. Oh, yeah, frogging's never fun. I need to get myself in gear. Because
Right.
normally on Fridays I work on my temperature blanket. I have no, I didn't do no crochet yesterday. I haven't done
Right.
any yet this morning. That's why it's like I always think I'm gonna get more done crocheting than what I do.
Right. Yeah. I
And
know. I don't know if anybody got Ursula's pattern for her shawl for oh, I can't remember what the name of it is. Doggone it. Oh, wait a minute. I got it in front of me. Duh. God. Sorry, guys.
Ursula makes some beautiful
Oh,
ponchos.
I know. Well, she did. I think she put two of them together and she made it into a poncho.
She does beautiful work. And let's see. Jeannie's here. Proverbs 31. She says she loves Betty Boop.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, and here's Froggy. Hey,
Hi,
Froggy.
Ben. Hi,
How are
Jennifer.
you?
Sorry. What is it called?
How are you doing? And what are y'all working on? Nana Michelle says, I'm not allowing myself to start Ursula's until I finish
Oh,
something.
I can understand that. I can't find the first page though. Doggone it. Oh, Count My Blessings.
You found it?
Is what it's called. And I frogged it already, and Linda Simpson has frogged it already too. So I was like, well, at least I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's Count Your
I,
Blessings shawl. And Froggy's knitting on her blanket. Awesome.
sweet.
But yeah, I need to get myself in gear. I'm never gonna finish my blankets with the rate I'm going.
Take a Saturday and Sunday, and that's all you do.
So you want to go ahead and start telling everyone more about yourself and your channel.
Sure.
And if y'all don't have Debbie, go check her out. Throw some yarn in her window. Show her your love and support.
I'm I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the youngest of seven, and I was the instigator. And when you tattletale on your brothers and sisters, and you kind of go hee around the corner, yeah, don't do that. But I've been crocheting since I was 8 years old, and my oldest sister, who is gone now, and had taught me the chain stitch. And throughout the people that have came into my life as I grew older, um, taught me more, a little bit more here and there on what to do, uh, and then I came to watching Crystal, Alicia from Little John's Yarn, and I forgot the other ones that I was watching, but then it got me into more doing the different crochet stitches and stuff like that. And I started growing from there, and I thought about, watching them doing their YouTube videos. I thought, man, why not? And I was like, I was a little afraid of doing, being camera shy and everything. And I I thought to myself, I was like, and I talked to other people, I went into other people's chats, and I don't know if I got on their panels or not until after I started doing my YouTube videos. But I trying to get my thoughts together. um and then, well, I forgot who it was, but they just said, just do it. There's not, I mean, it's not going to be a good timing anyway, and around my house, yeah, it's never a dull moment. So, but yeah, I just started doing it. I said the heck with it back in April, and been doing it ever since. And I got, in fact, the first live, or this last live after I got back on, last week, Tuesday, I had my first troll. So, and Granny D said, everybody was there. Everybody was, by my side and everything. And they're like, just ignore it, because I started getting a headache. I started getting stressed out. And because I'm trying to, because I didn't have any moderators. And that day, I think everybody that was in my chat, I made a moderator. So they kind of helped me out and had my back. So, but yeah, and now I'm here. So,
Yeah,
but,
that's one thing that I've been fortunate. I think I only had once that I had a little issue with a troll.
right. Well, that
And
was my first one. And being on lives and that myself, I was like surprised on, But man, it's like, can you do something else with your life? You know, do you have to bother mine?
Now, one thing that I've heard, I don't know how true this definitely is, but I've heard that if you use Nightbot, the trolls don't really go after you for some reason. I use Nightbot, and maybe that's why I don't have the issues. Um, but I know like my good friend Crystal with the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, she's had a lot of issues with
Yeah,
trolls.
she's
And but she don't use Nightbot. Um, so like I said, I don't really know for sure if that's a thing but I have
right.
heard someone mention it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
But yeah, I mean, like there were some lives of hers. I mean, the trolls were vicious, and we keep trying to block them, and
Yeah,
they
and
just come back.
yeah. Well, the one got on. I think one of his names was I like Hitler or something like that, and I was like, oh no, Hitler has been, and I'm full blooded German, so yeah, no, that's bad juju. So because I found out later on that I'm third generation in the U.S. So because my dad's family came over, so
And let's see, we had some new people joining in. Let's
Sparkle.
see. Yes, Sparkle's Hope Chest. And I think her name is Pad, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sparkle. And then we also have I lost my place. We also have Rhonda, Deneen, and VJ. And I think that's everyone. Let me make sure.
VJ actually is lives in St. Louis, Missouri, so she's not that far from me. And I got onto her a couple of her lives and or she came into my lives and that too. So um but I can't for the darndest thing I can't remember her name though. I just called her VJ, you know. So
And Rhonda says she finished the octopus. Awesome.
um,
Awesome, awesome. And let's see. Froggy saying whether you use Nightbot or not, they will come. Like I said, I've been fortunate so far. I
right,
haven't had much issues.
right. Well, Granny D turned around and said, "Well, that's because you're getting popular." I was like, "Yeah, but I don't need that. I don't need it."
And Rhonda wants to know what a troll is. Okay, a troll is basically someone that comes around and like sometimes they'll say inappropriate things, or they just say like some odd things. Like they'll talk about something totally off subject. Like
Right,
they might start talking about bugs, or feet or something, and it's just like, okay, where did that come from?
right. Granny D
um,
is here. She must have. Were your ears itching or ringing?
and like some of them will just like keep making their little posts like boom 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 boom
Yeah,
boom where they
there's like
take over the
7 posts
chat.
all in a row, and that's what was driving me nuts, and I was getting stressed out with it. So Granny D's here.
Hi, Granny D. How are you doing today? And Gina's here too, and Caitlin, and Nammy G, and I think that's everyone. Let me know what y'all working on and how are y'all doing today. Nana Michelle says, I heard if you put it on slow mode, it keeps them away. I'm not sure how to do that though,
Yeah, I don't know either.
me either.
Yeah, I think Kim from Kim's Crochet and Knit knows how to, and Katrina knows how to.
Okay, your name is Pat. Okay, good, good, good. And Rhonda says some people have nothing better to do, that it's ridiculous and sad statement as to what their life is like. Yeah, I don't understand why people do it. But
Yeah. They don't have nothing to do. And they're, you know, as my husband would say, do something, with your life, you know.
and VJ says pretend you are setting up the live stream in YouTube and you can set the length for the delay.
I'm sorry, say that again.
She said that pretend you are setting up the live stream in YouTube and you can set the length for the delay.
Okay.
See, I always set mine up on StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too.
And let's see. Gina says she's from Central California working on cocoon cordigans. Ooh, nice.
Awesome. That's what this one is. What? That's what this one
Okay.
is.
Rhonda, it won't let you share a picture in the chat. But I would love to see a picture of it. You can email me a picture at justanotherstitch2020 at gmail.com. And speaking of which, on the 15th, I'm doing a finished projects video. So if anyone has finished projects that they want, they want to send me pictures so I can share on my video,
Right. Okay.
get your pictures in before the 15th.
Okay.
And let's see. Let's,
And Niecy's here.
oh, hey, Nisi and Chris, how are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? And Caitlin says she's doing good, trying to work on her sweater. Nice. Yep, we were talking about trolls. Let's see, Backbeat's here. Hi, Backbeat. And let's see. Granny D says, hey, no sooner did I come in, I heard Deb mention what I said about those nasty critters that try to ruin
Mm-hmm.
lives. Everyone just needs plenty of mods to play Whack-A-Troll so the host or hostess can ignore them. But I've seen it where it's like even still, it's like when they just keep on.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they get off that one and get on another one, and they do it again.
And then I think they use like a VPN where like you really can't block them.
Right.
And Lucy says you can slow your chat before you go live. This keeps the spam trolls out of your live. But
Right.
but like I said, I've been fortunate because I haven't really had hardly any trouble.
Right. That was my first one so far, so
Because
I just hope it stays that way.
I just had one that was saying kind of odd things.
Right.
And let's see.
And I think Sandrine's here. How are you feeling today, Sandrine? Hopefully you're doing better.
I don't see Sandrine's. But hi,
Oh,
Sandrine. I must have missed it. Yeah, okay, now I see it. How are you today, Sandrine? Yeah, that's one thing. If y'all ever in my chat and I don't greet y'all, it's not intentional. It's just I overlook the comment. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Debbie a few questions so y'all can get to know more about her yarning history. I guess that's what I'll call it. I'm changing things up a little bit.
right. That's okay.
Okay. So you already answered how long you've been crocheting since you've been eight. You've been eight. And do you do any knitting?
I've been still trying to. I haven't given up on it. I won't give up on it. So,
So
but
have you gotten anywhere with it, or are you still trying to learn the basics?
yeah, I'm still trying to. I've got cast on pretty well down, and it's just trying to do a stitch at a time, I guess. And I was in Ursula's live yesterday, Friday, yeah, and they told me to do a washcloth of that same stitch and just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until I got it. So I think I'm going to start that. So hopefully I start knitting more. So at least I'm hoping.
Yeah, you just have to keep at it, you know.
Right.
You'll get it.
Yeah, eventually.
So what made you want to learn how to crochet and now hopefully to start learning knitting?
Um, I've seen the things that my sister crocheted, and she had crocheted a white coat, and but the bad thing is it was all in white. I mean, she had the hood on it, the cuff sleeves on it, and it almost looked like a robe, but it was a long coat, like a trench coat. And ever since then, I wanted to learn how to crochet. So, but none of my other sisters wanted to. So, I don't know why, but I don't know. Because
Well,
I'm the only
oh,
one
sorry. I was
that.
just going to tell Granny D bye. Have a good day,
Oh,
Granny D.
hi, Granny D. But I just I don't know. I mean, some of the other stuff that's knitted too, like the socks and stuff like that, and the shawls, especially from Gina, I think her name is, from uh, Knitting Turnpike. I mean, her shawls are beautiful.
Yeah,
So,
Gina does awesome work.
yeah, she does. So, but yeah, I just, 36 years crocheting, and I'm like, but I never started knitting or anything, and I'm like, yeah, time to, get that uh, craft picked up. So, but
Yeah, I started off, I knitted first, then I learned crochet.
okay.
And let's see, what is your favorite thing to crochet?
Gosh, washcloths. I did a dish towel. Um, and I'm working on another dish towel. I took the measurements of the regular dish towels that you buy at the store and that, and I started crocheting it in that. I think it's the waffle stitch that I started crocheting, and um, I did some of the scrubbies that I've done. And I have even used them on my pans, not so much my pots, but my pans that I use, and it does really good on those. So, I don't have them with me right now. Or wait a minute, I might. Hold on a second. Let me think. Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah,
This
I
is
haven't done any scrubbies.
Oh really?
No.
It's kind of complicated. Actually, I can show you my first scrubby that I did, which I was trying to figure out how to get go through the stitches and stuff. But you can't really see the stitches when you're using scrubby yarn. Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Well, just a little scrubby. But see,
Oh,
you can't really see the stitches or where your hook's going to go into. So, but what I did was I actually got this one. Actually, the first one I did with scrubby yarn is this one. And I added it to a yarn called Moon Dance from Sugars and Cream, I think, or Peaches and Cream, something like that. And I added it to it. And yeah, I love this washcloth and that. So, and I also did one with 3 other colors into it. This one here.
Nice.
I use this one to do my bathtub and my shower walls and stuff like that. So I don't know if you guys can see that. The different colors in it.
I like those colors.
Yeah. So but the scrubby one that I do for my pots and pans is in on my sink. So, but yeah, I've done that, and the favorite thing I do is I did scarves, and that I love doing scarves and hats. So, and as you can tell, this one here, this is the one I did for my daughter because she said it's not going to fit my head, Mom. And I stopped here, and I said just try it on, you know. And she tried it on, and yeah, sure enough, it was still kind of short around her ears and that. So I made it into a slushy hat. And yeah, she likes it. She likes it now. So I was like, well, good.
I like that.
Well, it's a slouchy hat, and she's 26 years old, and the kids nowadays like them slouchy hats, like the big, you know, in the back of their head. So, but
Okay, my next question is, how did you learn to crochet?
I'm sorry.
How did you learn to crochet?
What do you mean? How do I learn?
Did you have someone show you, or did you watch well, you probably had someone show you.
Yeah,
Like,
my oldest
yeah.
sister taught me how to
Okay.
crochet. Yeah, she taught me the chain stitch, and then from there, because I was 11 when she passed away, and she's been gone for 36 years or 33 years now. So, but yeah, and it's funny how people in your life that go away or you know go like that. It's how they know people in you know that come into your life can teach you more. So it was like she didn't have to worry about it. And I feel like I didn't have to worry about it, you know. So I was like, who could I, you know? Because back then they didn't have YouTube or anything like that.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So
started thinking I was gonna say, or YouTube videos, and then I'm like, hold up, you learned when you were 8.
right, yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
wasn't around then.
We're talking the 80s, early 80s. So, but yeah, that's what the only thing I knew was a chain stitch, and I did bracelets, the chain stitch bracelets for my friends at school and stuff. So
What is your favorite type of yarn?
um I would have to say Red Heart. I grew up with Red Heart, and I didn't know the different types of yarn until I started watching Crystal. And that's who taught me more about the yarn and like when it's got the acrylic and the wool combinations together. Even the cotton's got the um, different types of cotton, I guess. Um, and I think my favorite would be Rowan yarn. And I got some hanks that my husband helped me put it in a ball, and it's gazelle unicorn hand painted, and it's what does it say? Oh, it's 100% superwash merino. I do like, but that I thought that was really cool.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. and the different colors and shades of all of it, you know. But yeah, I do like the merino wool. I guess that would be my favorite one. So,
So what's your favorite sized hook?
favorite size hook. Um, well, I started with the J hook, and I crochet my scarves and my hats with the J hook. Um, and I've been keen to go into the H and the I. So makes it a little bit smaller. Well, H and I usually use for my grandkids when I make their hats and stuff. So yeah, if I'm not crocheting for them, then yeah, I would have to say J hook is what main one I've been using.
And the last question I have for you is what's your favorite stitch?
Oh my gosh. Actually, uh, it would have to be the peacoat stitch because I've never done one before until I did a
I
test
haven't
pattern.
either.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did a test pattern for Reggie from J Hook Crochet, and it was a treble crochet with a peacoat stitch, and it has the small one and the large one, and I love it. It's really neat. I actually used that stitch for a for the granny square purse that I just did for a lady, and I crocheted the button on it. Nope, that's the wrong one. And I sent her pictures of it, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" So she did like it, and that. So if I can find it, oh, here we go. This is on my mannequin, but it's on. I don't know if that light is too bright. I mean, there we go. If you can see that.
Okay. Kind of.
Hang on, let me kind of blow it up a little bit on my phone. But the stitch right here is what I did. That's the treble crochet with the peacoat stitch, and it was big enough to where it did the rest of the flap for it, and then I crocheted the button right there. I guess I should have taken better pictures, I guess. Darn it. Let me see if I can. Well, it looks like the button looks like it's folded there. So, and it's got pull strings on it, so you can pull it. Because I did the straps for it. And then I did around it, I did the crunch stitch, which I do like the crunch stitch. I even got that on this one here, on the sleeves, the crunch stitch here.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So, and then here's the inside of it in a different colored yarn.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, oh, doggone it. There you go. There's the back of it with the
Nice.
straps and that. So it only took me about 2 weeks to get it done. So not too bad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. This might be a little bit better. I forgot I had this picture too. Can you make me solo, I guess, maybe? Do it that way.
Nice.
Yeah. But I don't know if you noticed it though. The main square in the front and the back are different colors of it. So that's one thing I do like is I like different. I don't want the like a competitive,
Hmm.
it shows up more, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't think because the lady I was like because I told her I said it's very tedious, putting all those granny squares together and everything and she goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, okay. So I gave her a price and she was happy with it. So I was like, good, you know. So, and she's like, I know you can do it. And it's like, yeah, but I've never done it before. So, but she knew I can do it and I did it and she loves it.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
And let's see, we have Daigo and Laura Lee here. How are y'all doing today? So, as y'all notice how I just asked Debbie a bunch of questions about Yorny stuff, is that something that y'all would like to see me do each time I have someone as a guest star on my channel? Because I'm thinking about I'm going to start doing this and I want to know how y'all like it. And also, if y'all have any other questions that y'all would like to see me ask my guest stars, y'all can let me know that too. Maybe you can make comments in the chat, or you can send me an email. Which really, an email could be better because I'm not as likely to miss it if it's in an email. Because sometimes stuff you overlook in the chat, especially
Right.
when you're behind. But yeah, I decided to do something different today. So I just wanted to see how y'all like me asking specific questions like that. Yorny type questions to find out more about my guest stores. So you can get to know them even better on a Yorny level. And let's see. Let me go back in the comments where I left off at. Nisi says she's trying to get rid of her headache on day 3 of it. Oh, well, I
Oh,
hope it goes away soon.
yeah.
I heard that, what is it called? I think cream de tartar, that
What is
sometimes
it?
helps with headaches. Cream de tartar or tartar de cream. It's like in a little seasoning bottle. It's white.
Huh. I never heard of
And then
that.
sometimes if you rub like right here on the earlobe, that can help too.
Huh. I know usually before I got all my teeth pulled, for a toothache, I'd take like 4 to 6 ibuprofens to knock out that pain. Oh man, I'm glad I don't have all my teeth anymore.
So VJ says set the defaults in YouTube, then you go live on StreamYard, just like you set up mods on YouTube. See, I
Okay.
always set everything up on StreamYard for my lives.
Huh. Yeah, because I got confused that day too because I was like, man, I have to go back to my YouTube, make who I want as a moderator, and then go back to StreamYard. So, oh well.
I mean, now I do typically I do add the moderators through YouTube.
Right.
Most of the time I add them after the fact, but there's a few that I can't always get to pull up, or like if they're
Right.
not a content creator.
Right. Yeah.
And Nisi says, nothing at the moment, just finished my hat and scarf set.
Awesome.
Nice. And let's see.
I had I call it the chili pepper set. It's chili pepper yarn. That's the colors of it. And I did a hat and scarf set for a man, but I can't get neither one of my sons to wear it or model it for me, or even my husband won't model it for me either. So I was like, man, you guys suck.
Find
You
all
know,
these models for me.
right? Yeah, and it's like, come on, you guys,
He became known before I started my YouTube channel.
right? Well, he wants me to make him. I wanted to try and do it this but I don't know if I'll be able to make a poncho for him that Clint Eastwood wore in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I was like, I could do that, you know. But I told him, he goes, "You're going to have it done for winter?" I was like, I doubt that. Maybe next winter. So,
Let's see. I see a comment where someone's asking Sandrine if she's feeling better. I hope you are, Sandrine. I don't know what's been going on with you, but I hope you start to feel better.
yeah.
And Granny D had said before she left that she heard they have bots that keep it going nonstop with the trolls.
Jeez. Oh,
And Backbeat says, or they send moles in your chat and report back to the trolls.
jeez.
Okay. Sandrine says she's still got a bad cough and it's got her stomach hurting. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Sandrine.
Sandrine, get yourself a hot toddy. Hot coffee or hot tea with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of honey, and put a shot of whiskey in there. Cover, drink it all, cover yourself up, and take a nap.
And Sandrine saying she's trying to make a bowl cozy. Yeah,
Oh,
some of
neat.
those cozies are so cute.
Yeah,
Eventually, I want to start making some cozies.
right.
And Backbeat says just wound a whole bin of yarn
Oh,
and made
wow.
it all into cakes. And let's see. Lorley says, you didn't ask, haha, I am finishing a fantasy blanket and drinking the usual coffee. Yeah, yeah, my typical questions when I greet y'all is, what are y'all, how are y'all doing and what are you working on?
Right. Yeah, this is my latest one here. This one here. This is
That's funny.
that fox yarn or fox yarn. That's all single crochet.
Nice. I
Yeah,
don't
and I
even love
did,
crochet.
huh?
It looks like it's like a fuzzy type material.
Right, yeah. Oh, I love it too because I can put it on. Well, I have a picture of it, but my husband said that I look like an Eskimo in it. But I got it wrapped around my neck like an infinity scarf, and then but you can bring it up to cover your ears and the top of your head. And I gotta go back here. Let's see. There you go. Whoop.
Oh, I can't really.
Oh, wait a minute.
There's too much of a glare.
Yeah, if you can see it that way.
Kinda.
But it, I mean, it did really good. And I got it that way too. Whoops. There we go. That way. Whoop. Doggone
Yeah,
it.
glaring.
I'll probably post these on my Facebook page. I don't know if you guys have seen it, my Facebook page yet.
That's one thing
Um,
I wish that. Well, yes and no. I see the potential for problems with it, but I do wish that we could share pictures in the chat.
right. Yeah.
But
And go ahead.
but unfortunately, you'd probably get pictures that you
Right.
don't want to see, especially like if the troll types come around.
Right. Yeah. Well, on YouTube or not YouTube, I've been thinking about because I did my first couple of videos on my Facebook, and because some of the people that I have that's subscribed to me already on my YouTube or Facebook are people that I've gone to school with and stuff like that. And hardly anybody like from YouTube and that goes to my channel. So I figured, if you get uh, like a friend's request or whatever, because it's Deborah Sites Reynolds. And Sites is, I don't know if you guys remember Sites Baloney, but that's no affiliation for me though. That's my maiden name. It's Seitz and then Reynolds, like Reynolds Rap. So, but no affiliate. Darn it. But I married into the Reynolds family, so that's why people call me, oh, Debbie Reynolds is here. No, I wish, but no, I don't because she's already gone. But yeah, I mean, friend request me on Facebook. It's got my emblem on there and that. And then I'll be probably doing a video tomorrow or later on today and tomorrow for swatching Saturdays and stitching Sundays. So, but I know one I have to finish tomorrow, which is the goblet pattern. So, and I've got 4 rows. Now I just got to do the 4 more rows on it. I only got 8 rows of it. So, but you guys, you can keep going with it or whatever, make it into a blanket or whatever. So,
and let's see. Debbie says, I'm working on a minion wearing a Minnie Mouse outfit. Almost done with it. Ooh, nice.
oh, wow. That's awesome.
Okay.
Hi, Chris.
So scratch what I said about the crematorium. He's saying it's not a migraine cure and it can be a health risk in large doses.
Yep.
But it was something that I've heard. But
right, yeah.
And let's see, Brenda's here. Hi, Brenda. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And Chris says, get a nice massage. Hey, Sophie gives me massages on a regular basis. She likes getting kitty massages. Ivy says, liquor store has a Jack Daniels with honey. Take a shot or 2 of that. That will help a lot.
Yeah.
Also, the elderberry syrup tends to help too.
Yeah. I know with having MS and that, I get headaches often. And sometimes the ibuprofen doesn't help. And I have to do, in fact, I've been thinking about it. It's kind of weird because it's like, how does Botox help your headaches, They had, yeah, I don't know either. And they told me to think about it and that when I went for I get to go there next month for my checkup with my MS and that. So, but
Okay. My precious Yornery is here, and I'm trying to remember your name. And also we have Nami G. How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all currently working on? Okay. I know
awesome.
sometimes people will tell me, Nanny G, that I sound a little muffled on my
Did you
lives.
did you get
Um,
your mic yet?
no, it's supposed to come in Wednesday.
Oh well, hopefully, yeah.
But I am getting a new microphone, and I'm hoping that eliminates that issue.
Okay.
You might want to try to turn the volume up higher. Yeah, if your device allows it. Um, I know some people say that they don't have issues with my volume, but like some people do. But
Excuse
I
me.
am working on hopefully getting that resolved. Hopefully.
Right.
because I'm hoping because I have my microphone's on my camera, and even though I am close to it, I don't think it amplifies my voice
Right.
quite
Yeah.
as much as I would like.
Right. I
So
gotta use the restroom, so I'll be right back.
okay, so hopefully that will eliminate that issue. Okay, and Brenda says, I'm doing well, working on an order for 5 cardigans for girls sizes 2 through 8. Nice, nice, nice. And let's see. Laura Lee says she's lurking in the background. Just had to frog 2 rows. Aw. And let's see. Yeah, for some reason I do kind of sound muffled. Um, but like I said, try if you can turn your volume up, try that and see if that helps. But I am getting a new microphone Wednesday, so my live on Wednesday, I should be using that microphone. So hopefully that issue will go away. Okay, it's Angela. Okay, okay. Okay, Nami G says, don't worry about it. I did turn it up, laughing out loud. No problem. I'm actually knitting a garter stitch dishcloth, a break from hoard stuff. Yeah. And I think too, like sometimes different devices, I think it's worse on than other devices. But I'm hoping the muffled sound goes away once I get that new mic. Yeah, Laura Lee says she hears me well. You just sound a little muffled. And Daigo says, I will be putting the minion up for sale when it's finished. Nice. And Ivy says, I found that eating potato chips, anything with MSG, Doritos causes my migraines. Stop eating potato chips, migraines gone. Been 7 years now. Yeah, and that could, because eating too much salt can be another aspect with getting headaches. Okay. So, like earlier, we were talking about trolls and stuff, and I do want to bring up some rules that I kind of, that I basically have when it comes to like, my lives, and even when it comes to commenting on my regular videos. Most of it's pretty much common sense. But now that like my channel is getting, growing more, I just kind of want to put these things out there. Typically, like on my lives, I don't like any talk about politics. It's too controversial. It tends to get heated. And really anything controversial, I like to avoid those type of topics for that, because it gets heated. I want this to be a positive environment. You know, I want everyone to have a good time. And I like things positive. And I like, I also don't like to talk much about negative things. I mean, sometimes we do get into some negative stuff, but like, I try to avoid a lot of negative. Oh, Debbie's back now. Yeah, I was just kind of talking about some of the rules that I
Okay.
have for my lives. We were talking about trolls, and I figured it was a good time to kind of put some of this stuff out there.
Right.
Like, I have been growing more lately, but and basically, don't post anything inappropriate. Like sexual innuendos type things.
Right.
Um, no cursing, and I don't even want to see like where you type like part of the curse word with like the symbols. It's still
Right.
cursing. you know,
Yeah.
those those are type things and that I don't want to see. Mean spirited, you know, don't be mean to others. Even if you don't agree with something that someone else says, please respect what they say.
Right.
You know, just be kind to everybody. And that's
Right.
basically like, really all I ask.
And we're all family here, so I mean, be kind to each other, to each other.
And
We all
I'm laid back, but those are just the things that I don't want to see at my
right.
live.
Yep.
So, and even like when people post comments and stuff on my videos, you know,
Right.
I like things positive.
Right.
I want people to leave watching my video or watching my live where they had a good time.
Right. Right.
And let's see. Laura Lee says, I did get a new phone, but I haven't figured it out yet. My last was an iPhone, and this is the other kind. I've been trying to figure the picture part out. Yep, Laura Lee has trouble with pictures.
Right. The best way to do your new phone though is just to play with it for a while, and you'll get the hang of everything and that. So
I'm still trying to figure out my phone.
I know I was thinking about my husband has got the LG um LG one or no, he's got the LG two, but my son's got the LG 5 or something like that. And I'm like, no, I just want to stick with mine. I know how mine works. So you guys can do what you want on them. So
Nana Michelle says there's enough negative in the world. I go
right.
to YouTube to get away from all that negativeness. And
You
that's
got that
exactly
right.
how I yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
how I feel. And I don't want anything being put out there in the chat that can be offensive to
Hmm.
others.
Right.
I want everyone to get along, love one another.
Right. Yeah. If you have a bully or anything, start putting your blue hat on. No bullying here.
And I mean, I think, most people know this, but sometimes, uh, little things happen, and even Brenda says there's too much negativity out
Yep.
there. Don't need it on YouTube.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what we got on here for, to get away from all that.
Mhm. Exactly.
Because I mean, the one thing not being posting any of my live videos or anything for I guess I don't know how long it's been, but when I finally got back on doing a live Tuesday, I actually did two. I did one at 11, and then I did one at 4 p.m. because I forgot Ola Joe um, she raids my channel after her live. I was like, I got to get back on at 4 o'clock. So, and I did. I had a good time and I had fun and I felt good after that. So I was like, yeah, I need to do this more often. So,
Yeah, and you never know when I'm gonna get on the subject of on my lives.
right, that's okay. I actually got a question for you.
Okay,
Do you crochet right or left handed?
right-handed, but I'm left-handed.
Are you left handed when you knit?
No, I do them both right-handed, but
Oh,
I am left-handed.
okay. So you hold your yarn in your left hand when you
Uh,
crochet and you knit?
yeah.
Okay. Because that's what I've been doing too. So a lot of people have told me that that's continental way to knit. So I was like, well,
And what's funny is I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it. So like
right,
I'm over there like, okay, I don't remember if I'm doing continental or the other one.
right. I have noticed though, because I'm a knife crocheter, knife holder. And then I tried doing the pencil holder way. And I've noticed when I do it that way, my tension is not as loosely as it is when I crochet the knife way. So, but I can't go as fast as I can doing the knife way. So maybe that's why my stitches are too loose. But oh, Mimi, Cat Do is here.
Hey,
Hi, Mimi.
how are you today and what are you working on? Yeah, Laura Lee says this is one place I can come to get a laugh and a smile. Awesome. Yeah, I try to make things fun. Okay, and speaking of fun, now it's time to get into our regular questions,
Okay,
our Q&A style for it. Okay, you want to ask the first question, Debbie?
sure. Is that the list that you gave me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is something you've always wanted to do but haven't done it yet?
And when you ask first, you answer first.
Okay.
And
One thing I have not done yet is a uh, crocheted king size or queen size blanket. And I did one back, oh my gosh, we're talking 25 years ago. And what happened to those squares, I have no idea. But I was trying to do a king size waterbed comforter or blanket for it. And I got maybe 4 rows done of it and never went back to it. Needless to say, I don't have the waterbed anymore. So,
sorry, y'all. For me, something I've always wanted to do would be to go on a cruise. That's something I've always wanted to do, especially like to one of the like tropical type places, like
right.
Cozumel or like the Bahamas. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing, which you can do this on a cruise, would be swim with the dolphins.
Yes.
I think that would be
Yes.
so awesome.
Yes, it would.
Okay, I think Daigo might be going. She's going to get something to eat. I hope you have a good day, Daigo.
Yeah.
And Mimi says she's doing good and doing a test knit dishcloth.
Awesome.
And I think that's everybody. So yeah, let us know in the chat something you've always wanted to do, but you never have gotten to. And I'm sure there's so many other things, but those are two that really like come to mind.
Right.
Laura Lee says, I've always wanted to spend the whole summer out camping, painting and sketching.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
But I don't know if I could spend a whole summer. And really, I've never actually gone camping, not even like in a camper.
Yeah, my mom, she used to take all 7 of us camping. And the last time she went camping, I was only 9 months old, so I don't even remember it. And I've never been camping since then. So,
Brenda says, I want to knit doing color changes. Haven't tried it yet. Oh, once you do, you're gonna love it. But I
yeah,
mean, like you will have like more strands of yarn that you have to weave in. So that's a downside.
hmm,
But I find the more you do like, color work and stuff like that, you get used to weaving in all the strands.
right.
And I mean, like, I know that was something I never liked was weaving in the ends. But I find the more you do it, it's not as
Yes,
bad.
right.
And
And go ahead.
I'm not gonna let something keep me from doing like stuff that I think is awesome. with like crochet and knit.
Yeah.
It's if I like something, it's like I'm gonna do this.
Right. I know. Well, another thing too I'd like to do also is I'd like to get back into embroidering because I did do that when I was younger. Before I think I did the crochet, and my mom had taught me. She was a sewer. She taught me how to sew. Taught me how to do the sewing machine and that. And she did my oldest sister's wedding dresses for her bridesmaids and maid of honor and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I think it was 8 dresses altogether that she did. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of work. but but yeah, I mean, I still have my dress when I was the flower girl. So I still have my dress and my little thing that I wore around my head.
I have
So
I have a cross stitching pattern that I had started on before I learned how to knit and crochet and all that I
right.
still haven't finished. And it's been over
Oh,
2.5 years since I started it.
right. Well, it's one of those things that you need to get back into it. I know I started a blanket for my grandsons for when they spend the night here or if they take a nap here too. And I started it and still haven't gotten back to it yet. Oh,
Oh, let's see. Laura Lee says there is something about the quiet broken only by birds singing and the wind in the trees, the smell of pine that is so relaxing. Yeah, I know. Like I love like when I hear the birds outside chirping. I think it's
right.
just the most sweet little sound.
Yeah. I know when you hear, I don't know, I know here in Missouri, if I hear the blue jay sounding off, I know it's springtime coming. I was like, yay, come on, spring.
Oh, one thing I want to mention again. I said it's like very early in the live. But I did release the candy corn plaid beanie in my Ravelry store today. My last tester finished knitting hers. So it is in my Ravelry store. I'm going to be doing a video sometime this weekend. I should have it up, by sometime Monday. Hopefully, I'll get it up tomorrow. But I'm
Right,
going to do this video where, I do the giveaway and also thank all my testers and show their projects, which of course Katrina with Mindful Crafts and more, she used different colors on hers. So it's kind of neat seeing her variation.
right.
She
Excuse me
does
for
that all
one
the time.
second. Excuse me for one second, Connie.
Okay. But yeah, like, um, when she tested the pumpkin plaid beanie, she did blonde pumpkins, which I thought was cool. But yeah, oh yeah, another thing I want to remind everyone about too. My pattern giveaway for the crochet alien beanie ends tomorrow's tomorrow's the last day to enter that giveaway. So if you haven't entered that giveaway, go check that video out and get entered because I will be picking the winner for the crochet alien beanie pattern on the 15th. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next question.
Okay,
Let's see. And I love this question. Like I like the old school type questions a lot. Like, going back to the past, like your childhood. I don't
right.
know. Something about those type of questions. Um, what's something you used to see in stores that you don't see anymore? Paper bags is one. Price tags. Y'all remember the price tags before the barcodes? Um, those are the main two things that are coming to my mind. How about you, Debbie?
Oh my gosh. Um, I had one and doggone it. Well, when you said about the price pads, you remember the Barbie cash register and it had
Yeah.
the phone and everything? My cousin had one. I didn't have one, but that's okay.
Or I got one. Attention Kmart shoppers. We now have a blue light special.
Right? Yeah.
The blue light special from Kmart. But yeah, and one thing too that I want to put out there, like I need ideas for some new questions to ask on my lives. It really gets hard to come up with new questions, and I prefer having questions I haven't asked before. I mean, I do repeat some questions, but I still like to have like at least on each line where there's some new questions that I'm asking. So if y'all have any ideas for questions, send me an email.
Sure.
And like I said, I love old school questions. So if y'all have some ideas of new things I can do with those type of questions, like I love asking like your favorite childhood games, schoolyard games, commercials,
Right.
stuff
I
like
in fact they air it now is the Tootsie Roll or the Tootsie Pop commercial. How many they actually ask the owl, or he goes to the turtle and asks, and then the turtle goes, "Why don't you ask the owl?" And the owl goes, "1, 2, 3." And the world will never know. That brought my childhood back too. I love that
yeah,
commercial. Oh, there's another one. Remember the commercial? Where's the beef?
I love that commercial.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hi Iris, how are you today? What are you working on? Brenda says she misses the blue light special.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like now I think there's only like a handful of Kmart's left, if
Yeah.
there's
The
even
ones here.
any anymore.
Yeah. Here, the ones that were close to me are already gone now. So, and so are the Sears too. Sears is
Mhm.
gone now.
But a lot of that was they mismanaged the money.
Right. Yeah.
And
Well,
then in Walmart.
right. Yeah. Well, the one thing that kind of irritated me because I worked for Sears for a couple of years was these young kids would come in and I mean, if you gave customer service, the real meaning of customer service, the stores would still be here, and the cash wraps, I mean, you can't,
Mm.
it irritated me because I asked the girls in the cash wraps and that, and I tell them, have you guys asked any of these customers if they needed any help with anything or anything? Oh no. And they're sitting there texting on their phone. I was like, give me the phone. Take care of your customers.
But yeah, I find customer service has gone downhill.
Right. Yeah. So that's one thing with my, because I do have my website now, debscrochetcafe.com. And, I mean, the people that come on there, I tell them welcome when they come in and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if they know you care, yeah, they're going to be there,
Hmm.
so
Laura says, I guess there's a bunch of Kmart's overseas. I don't think there is. I watched this video to
yeah,
do with the decline on Kmart, and it was quite fascinating. But a lot of it is that they didn't handle their money right. They lined the big, the people at the top's pockets basically.
Yep.
And when Walmart came along, it's like they weren't prepared. And then they tried to come back, but even still, they really weren't doing it right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they really let themselves get too outdated.
Right.
And
Well, when I worked for Sears, I was trying to, because the young men's section of the men's clothing, I did the like the visual part of it, when the new clothes came in and everything, and I had the shorts and that, like tilted off the hanger or whatever, and they changed it all back. I was like, hey, that's not the Sears way. Well, I'm sorry, but you got how many competitors in the mall? You know, you got it. It's eye catching. It's like whatever. You guys are crazy. So, but yeah, when I even the junior section, I did their well, I did it for Dillard's too. Um, the junior section with their jeans and that, it looks like a teenager's bedroom in that. But the jeans, like it looked like it was thrown up on the wall and that and stuck to it. So, and yeah, I our sales went up after that. So it's like, hello, you got to be creative.
Brenda saying the Oscar Mayer commercial, "My baloney has a first name."
Yep.
It's
And then seeing the weenie wagon.
and the green stamp. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the green stamps.
Hey Warren, how are you today? And what are you working on?
Hey, hey.
Hey doggy.
Yeah. That's my Sophie. Coco, come here. Sophie.
And Warren says, how about a Hawaiian punch? And he says Woolworth. I remember Woolsworth,
Yeah, I miss Woolworths.
but they have them in Europe. Yeah, like I grew up in South Louisiana, and like ours
Okay.
was in the mall, and then they had like the Woolsworth restaurant with the counter.
Right. Huh.
But yeah,
And I think my sister worked for Woolworths back in, my gosh, early 70s, late 70s, I guess.
let's see.
And by the time I became a teenager, Woolworths was already gone.
Lorley says the phones used to cause me all sorts of problems. We would ask people to keep them in a locker, and the next thing I know, I would find them in weird places texting. And yeah, like I
Yeah.
can't imagine, whenever I was in school and all, you didn't have cell phones, so it's like I can't really imagine like junior high and high schools with the phones.
Right.
Sorry, y'all. And then and I know whenever I was going to the technical school, that was around like when the phones first more were coming out, or a lot of people had them, and you weren't supposed to
Right.
be answering your phone and having them on in class, but everyone did it, and then they would just step outside while they took the call, and the teachers never did anything.
Yeah. Well, my daughter, when she was in high school up in the city in St. Louis, oh my gosh, she was telling me that she asked the teacher for help and her one hitter came out of her shirt. And I'm like, are you kidding me? She's not supposed to do that at school. Not when she's teaching. I was like, are you kidding me? So I called the principal and everything. And yeah, it was a nightmare. But I thought, man, no wonder why these public schools are going down because of this. it because of that.
Sophie?
So,
Laura Lee says her grandma used to buy her honeycomb at Woolsworth.
yeah, I think my mom did too.
I remember when they went out of business. And Montgomery Wards, yeah. That's where I bought. You remember like how they had the TVs with the VCRs built in one?
Right. Yep.
I had gotten one of those like whenever I was in the Navy from
Oh, wow.
Montgomery Wards.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yeah.
I completely forgot the question you asked. I was trying to rack my brain in that. So,
And I also I try to think of questions that like on the standard list of questions
right.
you find,
Um,
online for like icebreaker, how conversation starters.
right.
And sometimes I find inspiration, like I'll be watching something and I'm like, oh, that would be a good question.
Right. Yeah.
but
um,
it's getting harder.
right. I do have a question.
Okay.
Do you get inspired to knit or crochet like the color pattern, like when you look at the morning sunrise or anything like that?
Usually I'll see stuff like sometimes I'll see a picture of something that inspires me. Or like sometimes I may be looking for patterns and I'll see something kind of like, oh, I like that. And then I kind of just I kind of get inspired by it, but I Connie eyes it.
Right. Yeah. Are there different colors in it? Um, I used to, when I was younger, I used to take pictures of the outside of the sky and that. And, because I thought, it was really neat the way those clouds were out and everything. And then one thing I've noticed too is that, and I've been thinking about, I've been wanting to do with it with my oldest grandson, is take him outside one day, lay down on the ground, look up at the clouds, as they're passing by. It's like, oh, what does that look like, And because I loved that when I was a kid, I'd be at the park or down the hill or whatever, and I'd just lay down and we'd look up at the clouds. But kids don't do that no more. They're too much on their phones and stuff. So,
And like one thing too, like with the patterns I design, because I've been doing a lot of holiday ones. So I kind of think of things that are holiday related that I think that I can make a graph for.
right, yeah,
But it gets complicated because if you think of something like, it tends to have to be more like basic. Because if you get too much, you don't have enough room to, and I'm not that good at like drawing stuff.
right. Katrina's in here.
Hey, Katrina, how are you doing today? And what are you working on? And Katrina, I've been wanting to try to get you to come live with me. I was going to send you an email, but I couldn't find your email address listed on your channel. So if you're interested, send me an email. But yeah, but that's usually like how like kind of my thought process works with designing the patterns.
Right.
Yeah, and I've looked on your about page and I never see it, Katrina. I'm gonna have to look again because I know like one person like I was looking and I was overlooking it. So maybe I'm just overlooking it. But anyway, but yeah, that's kind of like the way that I think. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Let me write Katrina's email real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna let everybody know. Make sure you guys are hitting those thumbs up and go over and subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss a video from me or Connie.
Yes, go check out Debbie's channel if y'all haven't. Can one of my moderators post her link for her channel? And also too, I do have her link in the description box right at the top of the live. So y'all can find it there too. And anytime I have guest stars, I put their link there in that spot.
Right. I think on my channel I have my Facebook link on there too.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of some other ideas to do for possibly like, well, I probably won't do anything else Thanksgiving because I'm still working on the turkey one. But
Oh,
like for Christmas, I'm trying to get some ideas for some other Christmas beanies to make.
I
Hopefully.
know. I had thought I saw the leaves that Crystal from Bag O' Day crochets. But I want to make them bigger so I can put and do different ones and stitch them together to make a table runner and that. So, but I still don't have no yarn yet for fall. Darn it. Oh, well, maybe next year I'll be able to do that.
Chris is saying some people forget to scroll to the bottom of the about page for links. I know I did that before. Yeah, now like I think sometimes you could do where it don't actually show it per se, but like you can click on something to be able to. I'm not but
Right.
I usually look for the actual address.
Hmm.
And Warren says working on baby blanket, Karen's Simply Soft Stripes, Color Times, Square, Hawaiian Punch was commercial. Oh, that makes me
Yeah.
think of the Kool-Aid Man. Y'all remember the Kool-Aid Man?
Yep. My mom's got the picture of the Kool-Aid Man. I can't
Yeah.
believe she still has that.
And
Thanks, Chris.
here's Debbie's channel link for y'all right there. Oh, and that is one thing too. For the month of November, the only two lives that I don't have scheduled it anyone yet is on Monday the 22nd and 29th. And those 2 days, I also had to push back my time going live because I have appointments. So I'm going to be going live those 2 dates at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time
Okay. Yeah,
instead
I got confused earlier because I didn't know if it was 1 o'clock your time or 1 o'clock my time. So I was thinking noon. I was like, well, and then it's like 74 minutes to the live, and I'm like, what? So it's 1 o'clock my time because it's 2 o'clock your time, isn't it? Or four? No, 3 o'clock.
It's 2:29 right now.
Oh, so we're the same. We're the same time. I didn't know that. See what I
but,
mean?
but yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
those
Lordy.
two lives, I will be pushing them back later in the day.
Yeah, I
And
thought
which
about that too.
and I'm glad I didn't have anyone scheduled already because all of a sudden I was like, let me check my calendar. I know I have some doctor's appointments coming up. And I go and
Right.
I'm like, ooh, no one's scheduled yet.
I was thinking because I got to get an infusion done at the hospital, and which I really don't want to stay there for 6 hours. But it's but I was wondering if I couldn't do like a live while I'm sitting there doing nothing. I don't know if they'll allow me to do that or not.
And like some people, they're like live for hours. And I'm
I
like,
know.
how do you do it? Because like I couldn't keep coming up with stuff to talk about.
Right. And David Browning, it's well, they do whatever, and then they go through what they see on the what they're talking about in the chat and stuff like that. So
And I know like some people will like go quiet when they're live, but like you know, I I, I feel awkward if there's silence.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't just keep chatting for hours and hours.
I couldn't do that because I think the beginning of this year in May, David Browning did a Memorial Day 24-hour live, and I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
all day
I can't do
long.
that. I'll be ready to take a nap. So,
And let's see. Laura Lee saying she's still trying to finish the Santa tree skirt for me, but she has a few totes full of finished objects. Awesome. Yeah, I'm all excited about that tree skirt.
I found some yarn on oh, I can't remember if it was, I think it's Hobby Lobby. Um because I do have a tree skirt, but it's falling apart, and I want to crochet one in the same color blue and put the embellishments all around it like I had. So I might take the embellishments off and put it on the one I crocheted in that. So see how well that'll look.
See, I'm trying to decide like because I have like about a 4 foot tree and then I have one of the more tiny trees.
Right.
And I plan to put the tree out for like, when people send handmade ornaments to me, which uh, like the tiny one would really fit better. But
Right.
then I don't know like what type of like some people may send bigger ornaments, and the chance that I would get more like more ornaments than I expect, you know. But then I don't think I would get I don't think I would get enough to fill my 4 foot tree.
Right. Yeah.
But
Like I was watching one of Crystal uh, wildlife video, and she got some crocheted lightning, or not lightning, um the old time light bulbs that I grew up with as a kid, the big ones that they no longer carry them anymore because they're LEDs now, but they're so expensive. But she crocheted them, and my mom still uses those, and I'm like, how? She still has them from years ago, and they still work. And I'm like, boy, you can't find light bulbs like that anymore. So,
yeah, because like I said, my 4 foot tree, I'm not really sure like how I would fit it in, and because I would like it showing in my videos. I don't know. I may start with a small tree, and if I get like more, then bring out
right.
the.
Yeah. I know we have a 6 foot, 6.5 foot tree, and it's a pre lit tree. And I picked it up for $40, but half the tree lights up and half of it don't. So we bought some lights and put it on the part that don't light up. So, oh, it works. I just can't. You got to find the light bulb that went out and replace it with a new one. And yeah, I'm not going to go through all that. I just might as well just put a thing of lights up there.
Let's see. Laura Lee says she relies on the reminder for my lives. Then she's usually late, but I could put the alarm on my old phone, I guess. Yeah, and that is one thing. You really can't rely on YouTube notifications. You kind of have like a 50-50 chance of getting.
Right. I know. Ola Joe went live the other day, and I didn't know she was live. And then it dawned on me. I was like, I don't even have any notification for it. And I know I subscribed to her and hit all notifications. So I hope they work that out.
Because that's kind of like even like with comments and stuff. You don't always get the notification for comments.
Right. Yeah.
And and normally you got to go to YouTube Studio to see all your comments. But even still, there's times where it's like all of a sudden you come across a comment that you never saw like from months ago, and it's like, where did you come from?
Right. Yeah. I know in my on my email, I have the social part of it, and that usually tells me, but it doesn't ding or anything to let me know that it, it's going or anything. So, and I'm like, psh, if I missed your live, I'll just watch the replay. But I hate that though because I like to be there while they're live, and that's so. I don't know. I just hope they get it to where they can straighten all that out.
And I don't know why there's so many glitches with YouTube. But yeah, but really the best thing is to set like your phone
Right?
for
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Nan's leaving
Bye,
because it's my bedtime.
bye, RS. I hope you have a good day. Oh, well, I guess night for you.
Right.
Yeah, we're fixing to wrap things up.
All right. Yeah.
Finish with the comments in the chat and all. Let's see. Laura Lee says my daughter has MS and has to have the chemo infusions too.
Yeah.
Ooh. And that's
Um,
hard. Like when children have to go through things like that.
yeah. Well, with me, for sitting there for so long, I have to take my walker with me because I'm not, I guess you would say, not coordinated, but um, um, oh, I don't have my balance. And I'm off balance as it is anyway when I walk because of the way my feet, I've got, well, it's weird because I've got numbness throughout my body. And certain things I can feel, certain things I can't. So, and when I walk, I look like I'm three sheets to the wind, like I'm drunk. So if I get pulled over and I walk, do the what do you call it, the sobriety test? Yeah, I'd flunk it.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Like you know how one of the things is saying your the alphabet backwards. I'm like, um, I had
I
to
could
really
probably
think
do it if I
about it.
sat there and thought about it,
I
but
know.
there's no way I can do it, real fast or anything.
Exactly. And like I'd probably be nervous too, which would make it worse because I have to keep kind of like saying it in my head, you know, to think of how to say it backwards. I can't.
Right? Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, you don't believe I'm so good, you should need a test.
I'll take a breathalyzer. I'd rather do that than anything.
Laura Lee says it's the one that creative grandma did with the Santa faces all the way around. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Brenda,
creative grandmas. That's another stitch I wouldn't mind doing is the drunken granny stitch, I think it's called.
yeah, there's so many stitches.
I know. I actually wrote down how many stitches I found. And I was thinking about, when I do my swatching and stitching Saturday and Sundays. And I thought, man, that's a lot of stitches. But
Let's see, Brenda saying I also sew and I've made tree skirts and stockings. Awesome. Yeah, Brenda makes a lot of cute makes.
mm-hmm.
Her little
Yeah.
holiday amigurumis.
Mm-hmm. I thought about doing that too. And the one thing from my childhood that I remember is my mom had gotten there are felted horse heads that you can slip the candy cane in to hold the through the horse. And I thought about crocheting that, and I wonder if something that Bag O' Day I could send for Christmas and that. So do one black for Elijah and pink one for Evelyn. So
And Laura Lee saying I saw some other cute ornaments I wanted to make for you, but I have to find those little pom poms at the dollar store. Aww.
Oh, wow.
And let's see. I think that's the end of the comments. Oh, Lisa the Grammy's here. We're wrapping things up, Lisa, but I'm glad you came by.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
So, do you
Don't
have
forget the
anything?
tummies.
Yes, stubbies.
Tummy, tummy,
Not
tummy.
this. Not
I
this.
know
This.
Linda Simpson on Ursula's live yesterday. She was taking her thumb and going like this across. I was like, Pac-Man.
So, do you have anything you would like to say before we say our goodbyes?
The only thing is keep hooking and crocheting and needling and do whatever you want to do. Don't I know they had somebody on, I think it was Ursula's, that his name was Steve, or Linda's, I think. I think it was Linda's live. And he felt like he didn't want to fail at, doing the YouTube videos and stuff like that. And we told him, I said, just be yourself, just do it. I mean, that's how I got started. And it just, nobody's gonna, unless a troll comes in, but usually at the first part of it, they don't. Like the first few months, they don't do anything unless you get popular. But nobody gets popular that quick.
Yeah, you
So,
really you just gotta do it.
right? Yeah. So,
And
um, I
and you
love
get
everybody, and you're all family to me. So,
yeah, it's you get more comfortable the longer you're doing it.
yeah, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are. So, the more you just be yourself.
And
So,
I want to thank Debbie. I want to thank you for coming live with me. And I want to thank everyone for watching today. And 707 more watch hours to go.
right. All right. Sweet.
So, yeah, I'm ready to get there. And then it'll be
Right.
Launching at 10:40.
Right. Yes.
Well, hopefully YouTube approves me. They should, though.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, they should
700,
send you an email and that. So
707 more watch hours to go. So yeah, if
awesome.
anyone can play my playlist, I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I want to thank everyone for watching, those that will be watching on replay. And
Yep.
I hope everyone has a fabulous Yoni day. Be the
Yep.
light, pet your kitty cats and doggies.
Right. See you later, guys. Love y'all. Be safe.